Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too. If I say it, Quantum University can prove it. Listen to me. In between every atom that bonds to make all creation of existence, right? There is positive charge, right? That holds that bond together. Now listen to what I'm telling you, right? That bond, right, is produced by the atom's photons in between the two atoms, okay? In between them is the negative charge of the electron, but when they overpower it and those atoms bond positive, they bond more positive than that negative charge of the electron, right? Which is the neutral of nothing. You understand? And at Quantum University, they know that. They know that the neutron only holds charge, and that charge, right, is less than the proton. You want to know why it's less than the proton? Because it's a wormhole to the proton. And every time, right, you state more negative than positive, it's the neutral one, nothing of you. And that neutron, which is supposed to be neutral, but it isn't, it's just negatively deficient of the proton, right? It absorbs that charge and it holds it, man, right? It holds it for a period of time, but then it is released back through the atom, through the wormhole, to the proton. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? But whatever the energy is, man, or whatever the matter that is consumed by a black hole, because that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? The time it takes to get from one point of time and space to another, to the proton, right? I just don't know. I could not tell you, man, but I know this. The only thing that can be absorbed to the reality of the neutral or nothing is something negative. Check me out. And all its energy, that's what happens to it. It becomes neutrally nothing to the reality of the shape, form, and mass expression, because it is no more. It's not here and now. You hear me? Even with an electron, you see? And the thing is, right, is that if you're more positive stated, right, to the good truth of these indestructible atoms, right, every time you feel any negativity, right, your embodiment of matter can only get bigger and better than all negativity. The state of one positive from the inside out is the only light, joy, warmth, good God or truth, Holy Spirit for everlasting peace, all will ever know or be. It's the substance, durability, and solidness. It's the shape, form, and mass of you, me, the buildings, trees, everybody, of everything. Creation applied one to the here and now existence of all, God, truth, reality check. E equals MC squared. Listen, if negativity can't state you, it can't grow to consume you and kill you. If you only state more positive when you feel any negative, right, you can only be bigger and better than that negative to a feeling of good. All things that state one positive state good as truth to the bigger and better of their negativity. Only for everlasting peace of Allah of all I am. You hear me? The reality check of the good truth of Jesus Christ. A life that never dies, only gets bigger and better. For everlasting peace that only gets bigger and better. Listen to me. We have been deceived. We have been deceived, and we have been lied to, and we have been logically, derangedly, insanely, right, taught a negative way that is producing us out to nothing. But like I said in my last video, we were created to populate all of creation of existence to infinity. And however long that takes, that's okay. In reality, I can live with it. But don't die of it. Check me out. We have been dying a lie. You hear me? It's a lie. Look, you can't tell an animal, be positive, that'll make you good. That animal's always going to die, no matter what. But you're not an animal, man. You can understand that if negativity can't grow to consume you, it can't kill you to nothing. And it's the only decay and disintegration of the fucking cosmos in reality. You hear me? Now back to this wormhole, man. Every atom is made of protons and neutrons. And this is how the atom keeps its charge always to the reality of its protons not being destroyed. The energy comes back through the neutron. The neutron takes it on as charge, and it produces it back around in a wormhole to the proton. Okay? Now, it does that on a microscopic level, and it does that in space. So you know what that means, don't you? Well, if all of space is the diameter of a proton, right? In reality, we're the atom, man, of all I am. You hear me? A fact check. All creation of existence is only held together one way, absolutely, positively, to the bigger and better of all negativity that can destroy it. You want to get with me, you want to get behind that, man, you're good, you're God, you're go, we're golden, we're good. But you're going to have to let me know that you're in on this, because if not, I'm totally against you. And that's a fact check. I'm here to destroy you and take you up out the fucking game, you hear me? That's real. That's not no lie. And what I tell you about wormholes, I'm doing right now. If you see this and you acknowledge this and you do anything but produce this out, right? It is killing you in reality check. That's a fact check. It matters not what happens to me, because I am good always. God, truth, a reality check to you fools. God, truth, a reality check to anybody who thinks they can keep selling us out. To anybody who thinks they can keep treating us deranged. To anybody who thinks they can just go out here, man, and be animals, man, animalistic, antichrist, crazy fucks. Listen, you're producing yourself out of the game, man. You hear me? Come back to reality, man. Do something more positive. Be good. Let that be the truth of you. And to all you governments, quit regulating us to death, man. Help us, man. If we need money, give us cash, man. You hear me? Get us together, man. You want to protect the kids? You make sure the fucking adults are right. You quit treating us like animals and sending us to cages, man. You quit that shit. You hear me? That ain't right. You hear me? It ain't right. It ain't right. My son, he's a damn terror on me, but I'll tell you something, man. I never ground him past the day. I never dwell in his negatives. But I will get his ass, man. I will get him right now. And I will stop him dead in his tracks from being more negative than positive. You hear me? And I'll bring him back to the reality of that. That's what you need to do with every fool who acts any other goddamn way than that, man. Because it'll save us all. And if our governments don't do it, and if the people around us can't comprehend this, man, I feel sorry for you folks, because you cannot make it, man. You cannot make it, just like in the Gospel of Phillips, man. He said, why didn't they make it? It's because they didn't desire it, man. They didn't desire it. And the time you think you can get ahead, man, being that negative way, dude, will be the time you die of it. And I will absorb you up out of reality to nothing, as the thieving Holy Spirit of all negativity to one nothing. All I am. And let me explain something to you, man. When your body's gone, the energy you are is of the God of all I am. It's not you. When you're alive on this earth, man, right? You feel good all the way up to you're about 30 years old. You hear me? And then you don't know what to do. You run out of energy. You don't know how to produce yourself out. All you do is age out like a dumb animal. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're not a dumb animal. Don't do it. You hear me? Don't do it. You're better than that. I'm almost 50, man. I can stand here and I'm in better shape than most 20-year-olds. I go hard. Bring your Olympians. You hear me? That's how I go. I love this life, man. We're in a miracle. We are in a miracle of God as truth to the reality of us. Mother Earth, man, I'll tell you what, it's always negatively deficient without the Spirit of God of all I am. I love everybody, man, even the Taliban. But I'm going to tell you something about being animalistic. You send this knowledge to them fuckers. You send this to them, man. You send this to them. Let's see if they can exist. Let's see if they can do bigger and better than that. And I only want the better of all mankind. Or I want the one fucking nothing up out of my face forever. Because I'm not trying to live in no deranged world, man. Where people are robbing and killing and murdering and terrorizing each other, man. We're in a miracle. We're in paradise. What the fuck's wrong with you people, man? Get your lives together. I swear to God, man, we were made to create all of creation of existence to the reality of truth of all infinity, man. Every planet, every star, everywhere you could think of. But not if you can't exist to get her done. Fuck what the generations of you'll do, man. You hear me? That's not you. And once you're going, you can't come back. Listen, once you go to the black hole of you, right? You're absorbed to something else, man. You're absorbed. Maybe you have a knowledge that you're stuck, but you're reabsorbed up in a black hole, man. And you'll never be you again, man. Listen to me. You will never be you again. You might be human, you might be dog, you might be cat. But you will never be you again. And if you, if for some reason, for some miracle, right, like Jesus said in the Gospel of Philip, some people went in